you have any ID on you by chance?
No, California law, I don't have to provide ID unless I'm being legally booked. And I'm not doing nothing illegal, so no, you're not gonna get an ID.
Okay.
I'm on public property. Whatever the boogeyman or whatever they're afraid of doesn't trump my rights, man. And I'm not gonna get my hand out of my pocket, and I'm not gonna give you ID because that's what I know that's what you're used to, but that's not lawful, man. Okay? It's a consensual stop. You can't. I'm not your property. Okay.
I never said that you were
well, then
property,
you can't. I'm 50 years. I'm gonna be your dad, and you're gonna sit there and tell me to get my hands out of my pocket?
That's tyrannical. Yes, it is, because if there is no rules or anything with a public chair.
I'm gonna ask you again. Are you gonna give me your ID or not?
No, I'm not.
Okay, why?
Why? Because I haven't committed a crime. Because you asked me to leave, and I said I will leave, but I also was like, I don't see a sign.
You became confrontational with me, yes.
I can talk to you any way I would like to.
I'm investigating as to why you are currently here.
And I said I would leave, but your vehicle was in the way, and now you're asking for my ID.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, are you?
Good. What do you got going?
Okay.
What do you got going out here?
No, nothing. Why would you want to know what I'm doing?
To protect our plant.
From what?
Terrorists. People come here. We're just checking. That's all.
You sound like a dumb terrorist in Victorville?
We're just, oh yeah, all over the place.
Oh yeah, you guys deal with it every day, I'm sure.
We're mandated by federal.
Near the Adelanto International Airport, Philip was filming on a public road when airport security approached him, and shortly after, police arrived and stopped him, demanding his ID. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment with the number 5.
You're mandated, I'm not.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna be on YouTube now.
Have a good day.
You too. I don't want to talk, so.
Can I help you in some way?
No, I don't want to talk, thank you.
It's a power plant, man. I gotta call the cops if you're out here taking pictures.
They'll educate you and tell you you can't do
Well, they'll get your background and all that.
No, they won't. It's a First Amendment activity, man. You guys need to learn the law.
It's critical infrastructure. I gotta call the cops.
Call the cops and they're going to educate you, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's going on?
Nothing, just taking a shot to the airport.
Okay.
They came out all dumb, saying I couldn't do this, and I told them it's First Amendment protected activity, so
Yeah.
they can't tell me what to do on public property.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they think you're videotaping the power
I am.
plant. Okay. All right. Do you have any ID on you by chance?
No, California law, I don't have to provide ID unless I'm being legally booked. And I'm not doing nothing illegal, so no, you're not going to get my ID.
Okay.
You have a good day, though.
All right. Well, do you mind if I get your name and date
No.
of birth?
No, thank you.
You don't want to give that to me?
No, my privacy, why would I? You got a gun and all that stuff, and you might use my.
Keep your hands out of your pockets from me, okay?
You know, this is a consensual stop. I'm gonna go. Okay. You have a good day. You can't order me to get my hands out of my pockets if it's a consensual stop, ma'am.
Actually, I can order you to get your hands out of your pockets. if
Okay,
I feel
you
like
need to go now, ma'am. You need to go. Don't be a cop if you're that afraid.
Okay, I'm trying to keep myself safe as well as my partner.
I'm trying to keep safe. Can you please get your hand out of your gun?
Okay,
Keep your hands where I can see them, ma'am. Please keep your hands where I can see them, ma'am. Get your hand off your gun, ma'am.
Sir, I need you to relax.
I'm with High Desert Community Watch. You're gonna get taught a big lesson.
Okay,
You better.
All I did, sir, was ask you to take your hands.
You know, that's not a lawful order, ma'am. That's not, I'm being detained. You don't just show up and I'm your property. I don't care. Don't tell me what to do. Kick rocks. Go do your job.
It wasn't consensual.
Yeah, so kick rocks. Don't tell me to get my hand out of my pocket. I'm not your property, ma'am. No, I'm not. I don't have to do anything. You asked me, ma'am.
When I asked you.
No, you asked. That's a question. I'm declining.
For my safety.
No, not your safety. Do you see a gun on me? No.
No, but I don't know what you have in your pocket.
I don't know what you have. Are you under investigation for shooting anybody?
Actually, sir, I am.
Internal affairs. Are you under investigation? How do I know that? How do I know that?
Because I'm telling you, I had a call for service.
That doesn't matter.
As a peace officer to come and make sure everything's okay.
How are you going to do that, ma'am?
By talking to you.
And how are you going to make anything okay by talking to me?
Because I need to make sure that you're not.
How are you going to make sure? That's my question. How are you going to make sure? My intent. You're going to my intent?
Sir, when I get a call for service, it's my job to come out and make sure that
If it's a legal activity, ma'am, if it's a legal activity, you have nothing to do with me.
I know.
And he knows. I'm with High Desert Community Watch. You're making yourself look dumb on YouTube, ma'am. I'm on public property. Whatever the boogeyman or whatever they're afraid of doesn't trump my rights, ma'am. And I'm not going to get my hand out of my pocket, and I'm not going to give you ID
In this video, the officer approached with a hand near their firearm while questioning Philip, even though he was simply filming in a public area. This clearly highlights the importance of staying calm and understanding whether you are being lawfully detained or simply voluntarily interacting. If it's a voluntary encounter, you are not required to show ID or comply with unfounded orders. Knowing your rights is the most practical way to protect your personal freedoms.
The owner is looking at this though. Like, he got 45 cameras on this building.
No, I get it.
He's looking at his work. So whoever called, that's crazy as hell, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I know y'all doing your job,
You
but
want to call the
I'm
owner?
sitting here working.
You want to just call the owner just so we...
No,
You don't want to?
no.
Okay.
It's a waste of time. He looking at me.
Why don't you call the owner?
Yeah, I would call about...
Call the owner so you guys don't get jammed up. We got to confirm.
Confirm what?
We got to confirm that you guys work for them. I mean, if it's not a big deal, just call them real
Yeah.
quick. Like,
Well,
hey, the police got called.
I'm not putting something on somebody's window for no reason.
your ID on you?
That makes no sense.
I know that, so just call them so we can confirm it.
I'm not doing it. This is ridiculous. This is
You
ridiculous.
said it earlier, we got to do our job, right? So this
Right,
is
but
our job.
y'all, if this is a business, y'all should know how to get in contact with the owner as well, too.
What's that?
You should know how to get in contact with the owner. If this is a business, somebody says a burglary attempt
So
going
you
on.
got your ID on you?
No, for what? Am I being detained?
Can I have your ID, please?
No,
We're
sir.
investigating.
In New York, a man with the YouTube channel, Andre Cortea, was putting up informational posters on a building window when officers from the Niagara Falls Police Department approached him, solely based on suspicion of theft.
No,
We're
sir.
investigating something.
Now y'all investigating something?
Yeah.
First you said somebody called and said it was a burglary attempt going on.
I don't know
That's-
why you
that's
gotta be
another
so-
lie.
My man, I don't know why you gotta be so difficult.
I'm not being
We're doing our
difficult.
job. You
Me
get your
too.
phone
I'm
out,
working.
filming us, like,
Yeah.
my
I mean,
camera's
because I know
on.
y'all got y'all cameras
My
out,
camera's
mine is
on
out
as well,
too.
but
All
You're
right.
kind of being like difficult right now.
I'm working, bro.
I understand.
And y'all
that.
interrupting
I
me.
get it. Can I see your
So
ID?
I don't need to show you my ID if I'm not being detained. I don't have a warrant or anything. It makes no
Investigating
sense.
a possible crime right now. A burglary.
Well, you didn't say that. You didn't say that when you first came here.
Now I am.
Well, you're contradicting yourself, sir.
I'm not
It
here
makes
to
no
argue
sense.
with you, dude.
I'm not here to argue with you either.
I'm not here to be difficult with you.
Me neither.
My
I'm just
job.
doing my job.
Listen,
There's
if you
1,000
could-
cameras on this building.
Listen, if you just
So-
call the owner, we can end this.
Yeah,
You guys
just
can
call
continue.
the owner.
Y'all
You're the
can
one
reach.
that's holding on to work.
Y'all can reach the owner. Every company, y'all can call the owner. Say, hey, we have a burglary attempt at your establishment, and they'll come right here, or they'll call. I don't need to do it. That's your job. If y'all ask who owns this building, I'm pretty sure there's a phone number down at City Hall or wherever. Y'all call him and verify that somebody's putting work on his windows. I'm gonna do this for nothing?
How to work
That makes no
it.
sense. You're looking at it.
I don't know what it is. I don't
Oh, yeah.
Tense? Tense.
There you go. Yeah, I wouldn't just be putting this on somebody's window without their acknowledgement. That makes no sense.
Oh, no, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Right.
We're doing our due
But if y'all
diligence.
see that's what's going on, it's the name of the company, I'm here putting this on the window.
What's the name
What
of
am
your
I
guys'
doing?
What's the name of your guys' company?
I'm talking about this company,
Yeah,
Quality
what's the name
Motors
of
of
your- what's the
Western New
name of
York.
your- What do you work for?
I work for myself.
What's the name of your company?
Adri Cordier. Yeah.
Do tents and stuff?
Yeah, I do everything. Tents, signs, business cards. Actually, when I call the mayor, call y'all boss, he know me. The boss.
Sound?
The mayor. Yeah, yeah. We'll call him.
I'm not bothered.
Oh, yeah, y'all, and I ain't gonna bother the person I'm working for either. Makes sense, right? But if you call him, he knows exactly who I am.
Okay.
He'll verify who I am if you need to, like, verify who I am.
Okay.
All right. All right, we gotta do 2 more, buddy, and we'll be out of here. Yep, we'll do them. As long as the rain ain't hitting us.
You're gonna make contact. Try to make contact with
There's a lot of other stuff going on in this city, man. Y'all over here doing this. This is ridiculous,
We
man.
got a call here.
There's a lot of guns, a lot of these kids, a lot of crazy shit going on, and y'all right here bothering me. Y'all got bigger fish to fry, man. Come on, man.
Sir, we got called to come here, so we're here.
you. Do a job.
Doing our job, sir.
Y'all got bigger fish to
I'm doing
fry.
my job, right?
You got bigger fish to fry, I tell you that.
This could be
Bigger
a
fish to
burglary.
fry. Yeah, it could be. Check the doors. I'm pretty sure they all locked. Burglary. Looks like work to me. This is crazy. Right, man, can't even do your job, man, without being harassed. First somebody called, now it's a burglary. Yeah, good measure them up, man. This is crazy. You're having chips on their shoulder, man. City way too small for that. So this is called a merit, man. He let you know I'm not a burglar. You gotta be out of here.
Contact people over.
Oh, y'all are? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Facebook get a load of this one. We probably got the, yeah, it's a perfect cut too right there on half. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
We're not accusing you of doing anything.
Well, I get that, I get that, but I mean,
We just
Stevie
wanna-
wondered to see that we're working, and I don't think nobody's going to put something in somebody's window without them knowing. That
Right.
just makes no sense.
Right.
If you agree, makes no
Yeah,
sense.
no, I get it.
You know what I'm
Half
saying?
the shit that we go through is
And I get it. I'm a black man over here. Somebody called and said, well, he said somebody called and said, there's something going on over here, but we're working. So whoever said something's going on,
Do you know the owner of the property, right?
if I'm working for him, absolutely, right?
So you know Mr. Salman? Yeah.
Makes no sense. You know what I mean? I told him they can call the boss. You can call the mayor. He knows that I am. He'll tell you guys you're probably wasting your time. I know you don't want to disturb him on a Sunday.
If we were to call the mayor and be like, hey, there's some guy here.
Yeah,
he's not gonna
actually,
be
you
like,
know
well,
what?
Who's the guy? Like,
Look, I don't want to mess up my video. I would have called him for you. I would have interrupted him on a Sunday just for that. I got the number.
completely up to you. It's completely up to you. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know it's up to me. I'm just saying, it's just a...
You guys are putting up the windows, or you guys putting up like the
Tent.
He has a business.
They haven't reached him yet?
No, I can't reach him.
Can't reach him?
Do you want to call him? Can you call him?
No.
I already tried telling him to call him, but I don't know why.
In this situation, the police acted on unfounded suspicion, relying entirely on a single complaint without verifying the information. Their lack of basic verification created unnecessary tension and ultimately forced them to back down in the face of Andre Cortea's calm and transparent handling of the situation.
Here they come now. Okay, that's no different.
Sir,
Yes.
may I ask you to leave the bus?
They don't have no right to ask me to leave the bus.
Or do you have a bus pass?
Yes, I do.
Let me see it. Got anything on you? Weapons, anything like that? No, you don't. I asked the questions. Now, listen to me. He's going to tell you to get off the bus. You don't get off the bus, I'm going to take you off the bus.
I'm with my wife. He cannot tell me
Okay.
what stop to get off.
Yes, he can.
No, he cannot.
Let me see your bus
You will not.
pass.
You can illegally do anything you
Let me
want
see
to
your
do,
bus pass.
but I would not get off this bus until my stop is right. Keep that camera right where it is. Your name and badge number, sir.
Royal 6611, and you are
Your name
being
and
audio
badge number,
visually
sir.
recorded as well.
Says what?
13148. You're being audio and video recorded. So what's going on? He didn't pay, or what's happening?
I don't know if he paid or not. He
Exactly.
never showed me the pass. I asked him for a pass, and he tried to tell me, you know,
So
my
this is the
God.
pass? Is this the pass?
Don't tell me shit.
Why didn't you show him the
Freedom of
pass when he asked you to pass?
Listen, you don't know what happened, okay?
Listen
I got
to
on the
me.
bus before he...
You raise your voice to me, you're gonna have a problem.
I got freedom of speech, okay?
Slow it.
You better stop.
Listen to me. I'm asking you a question.
I don't answer questions.
No, I'm asking you questions. If he has to see a bus pass, why
Like
didn't
I
you show
just
it to him?
told you again.
Why didn't you? Why didn't you?
I
show
got on the bus prior to him getting on the bus. I had already paid my fare. I don't have to answer to him. And I get off on any stop I please to get off on.
This bus opens doors, all three doors. Nobody next passes. So
Do you
That's
know?
our job to get on and physically check past.
You're not going to harass me on the bus,
Okay, do you hear what he-
officer.
do you hear what he said
I don't
to you?
care what he said.
Okay, so
May I
listen.
have my legal pass back,
This
sir?
is his job. Okay? You
Thank
don't
you.
know who or
That's
when
my-
they came.
You see what
That's
this
her
said?
pass.
This
That's
is.
her pass.
I'm her attendant, okay?
That's her pass.
It's
sir.
my pass. I'm in possession of this,
So
okay?
you want to tell me?
No, I've told you.
Good ID on you?
I don't need an ID.
Yeah, you do.
I'm
Let me see your ID.
accused of crime.
Let me
Or about
see
to
your
commit crime.
ID.
I asked you a question.
Right now,
Am
we are investigating. So
Am
you're
I
trying to
being
investigate.
detained?
Right now, you are. If you're going.
What crime have I
So
committed?
let me see this.
What crime have I been about to commit?
Because per security, you didn't show them a bus pass.
That's not a crime.
Okay, listen to me. It is. If you're
That's
going to
not a
you
crime.
can't be on the bus
What
without
is
a bus pass.
what is it, a felony or a misdemeanor?
That's a misdemeanor.
Okay, then you arrest me for not having a bus pass.
Anybody has a pass?
That's what you do.
Okay,
You
so
arrest
we
me.
go. You got a bus pass?
Go ahead. You go
Okay,
ahead.
listen. Next time
I'm
they
not
ask
asking
for a
no
bus pass,
questions. I'm not asking any questions.
you give it to
You
them.
dismiss.
That's it.
You dismiss. I got no more to say to you.
Next time they
I
get
got
one-
no more to say to you.
Okay, good.
You dismiss.
Good.
Hey,
Shut up, laugh,
We are
goddamn it. Nothing
dismissed.
funny. You dismiss. I told you I wasn't getting off this bus.
Have a good day, sir.
You too, sir.
no, I was laughing at the thing I seen.
Now you can proceed on.
In this situation, the police approached because the passenger was allegedly not showing a ticket or not cooperating with the bus inspector. In other words, the stop was related to behavior on public transportation, not due to any clear criminal activity, but solely based on suspicion regarding service rules.
So I've been asked to leave this park and I agreed to leave, but now I'm being detained for no suspicion or reasonable articulate reason why. After being asked to leave, I said I would leave, but her vehicle's in the way, so she refuses to move the vehicle and now is asking for my ID.
On August 31st, 2025, at a charging station in New York, Jay Kelleher was approached by two female officers and asked to leave the park, accused of trespassing. He agreed to leave, but was then held back and asked for ID.
Do you have a camera on right now? Because I'm gonna request that because since you said for me to leave and I agreed with you and I was going to leave, but your vehicle's in the way and then you asked to see my ID after I agreed to leave.
Technically speaking, right now, you are trespassing.
Okay, but in order to be trespassed, I have to first be warned and then not take that warning and leave.
The first thing you said after I told you you had to leave was, where does it say I have to?
Exactly. I can ask you where it is posted that says that because I didn't see it pulling in or anything.
Right, but
Because I came this way.
The officer comes up to them and says, hey, by the way, you can't be here, you gotta go.
Okay, and excuse me?
Yeah,
That's tyrannical.
it's not tyrannical.
Yes, it is, because if there is no rules or anything with a public
I'm
chair.
gonna ask you again, are you gonna give me your ID or not?
No, I'm not.
Why?
Why? Because I haven't committed a crime because you asked me to leave and I said I will leave, but I also was like, I don't see a sign. And this is a car rental, by the way. I work for Uber. And I was just coming over here to charge because that parking lot is filled and I'm waiting for rides.
But once again,
I'm not giving you my ID, so please give me the crime that I committed.
you are currently trespassing.
But I said I would leave just because I asked you because I don't see a sign.
I'm not gonna argue.
Okay, and I'm not going to give you my ID.
My supervisor's not here.
Okay. I did say I would leave, but then as soon as I said your vehicle's in the way, you asked for my ID.
Because you became confrontational with guests.
I can talk to you any way I would like to.
Investigating as to why you are currently here.
And I said I would leave, but your vehicle was in the way, and now you're asking for my ID. I'm going to be filing a huge complaint now with your department.
Backtracking at this point?
Miss, you can say whatever you'd like to, but I'm going to be filing a complaint against you. I know, I will. I will.
Here, you are currently trespassing.
But you told me to leave, and I said I would leave, but your vehicle's in the way. Your camera's on, so we can go over that.
Okay, fine, that's fine. We can absolutely go over that.
And I said I would leave. First, I asked you, I didn't see it was posted because I just wanted to charge my car because I'm an Uber driver, and I
told you that I'm
stating why you were here after dark and you were refusing to give me your ID.
Because I didn't commit a crime.
You are currently committing a crime by trespassing and refusing to.
But there was no sign coming in, and then once you told me to leave, I said I would leave. But then I said your vehicle's in the way. You didn't ask for an ID until you said I want your ID. And
Because you became confrontational with me.
I can talk any way that I would like to talk, miss.
It becomes a point where I will absolutely.
Not for nothing. I just graduated, but the thing is, like, nighttime, you're in a,
And a public charger with an electric vehicle.
Here's the thing.
But I didn't commit any crime.
I'm not even going to go to the crime part, right? But when we have a conversation,
Yes.
and if I'm being disrespectful and confrontational from me to you, like, that's not cool, right?
Look,
Listen,
but I know my rights. And first I have to be...
I get that I know my rights thing, but as humans and as like normal people that exist in the world, if I go, hey dude, how's it going tonight? Hey listen, could you maybe...
I'm sorry, that light's really just shining right in my eyes.
Not for nothing, when she says somebody's uncooperative, I come over here, I don't know you, alright?
Fair enough.
So the thing is, if she's
But
asking you...
can I just move over there so that light's not in my eye?
Absolutely.
Please? I appreciate that, thank you.
But at the end of the day, you're a human, I'm a human. We
Yeah.
talk to each other like humans. I understand she's not trying to write you a ticket. She's not trying to arrest you. It's not a I know my rights thing at this point. We're just trying to have a conversation. If she has to say that you're being uncooperative and I have to drive over here fast, that's a problem, right?
I actually asked
Like
for a
if-
supervisor. That's why she called.
No, she said uncooperative. That's what I heard. Okay.
Okay, well, I
But
asked
the thing
for...
is, though, I understand what you're saying. What are you being arrested for? Are you being arrested for something?
I'm asking, am
are
I
you
being
getting
detained
a-
right
are you-
now?
Are you getting a ticket?
Am I
No, you're
being
free to leave.
entertained? That's what I said. And I said, okay, but your vehicle's in the way. And after I said that, she was like, show me your ID. And I'm going to be asking for the body cam footage of it so I can prove that.
For what?
Well, I'm just saying if this is escalating, because I got four people with guns right now in front of me.
Okay.
Okay, and I said I would leave.
Here's the problem. She asked you a question, right? You want a supervisor for something you're not in trouble for, right?
No, but she asked for my ID.
Okay, she can ask you for your ID. If
And
you're not
I
supposed
can
to be
decline
parked-
it.
If you're not supposed to be parked back here, I don't know what the sign says, but
That's
listen,
the thing. I didn't see a sign, and
All right,
this is a
but the
public
thing
charger,
is,
and I've been
though,
here
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
36 days in a row.
I'm going to tell you right now that millions of interactions happen between people in law enforcement and civilians all day, every day, right? It doesn't always have to be, I need to see your ID and I did something wrong. Sometimes we just want to have a conversation, right? And generally that's all. She's probably looking to see who's parked here in the back of this lot. People have overdosed and died here, okay?
People have walked into
people-
the wood and just.
People have been lost. We have to check because it's unusual for somebody to be parked here. I understand you have an electric vehicle and you're maybe parked to charge your vehicle, but your vehicle's not plugged in.
Because I unplugged it when she came.
All right.
Thank
well,
you.
I don't know. I'm giving you a scenario. All right?
And I'm just...
At the end of the day, we're just trying to make sure everybody's
Okay.
safe.
Can I just ask something right now?
Of course you can.
Am I detained?
No.
Then I'm going to leave.
All right. So let me say one thing first. All right. When we have conversations, right? And she asks you for ID, I'm gonna explain to you why. All right. We want to know who we're talking to. Just like at the end of the day, you want to see our body cams, right?
Yeah, but at the same time...
Right, but here's the
Do
thing.
you guys uphold the Constitution?
Of course we do.
Then don't give me this slack about, hey, because unless if I committed a crime, and first I have to be trespassed from a place, I'm not trespassing this second. She asked me to leave.
That's not totally true. If it says you can't be here, which I don't know.
Do you mind if I walk around and just film and just take a look? Because actually on the app, I'm not trying to give anything, but on the app itself for this charger, it says public accessible. It doesn't have a time frame on it. Maybe one of you guys, so this problem doesn't come around again, someone bring this attention up to the town of Colony so it can do this.
I'm gonna stop you for 1 second. Nobody's gonna stop checking vehicles back here because we do it for the safety of individuals that may get lost. Doing drugs back here and overdosing. Maybe somebody gets, into a situation that's not good with somebody that's underage, which we've had before. So at the end of the day, man, we're not here to do.
Excuse me. Really?
Do things unlawful.
Really?
Right?
I'm just going to look for the sign that says this. But I mean, I did not see any sign. No motor vehicles. No sign over here that says park is closed at a certain time. None over here. And I still can't leave because there is multiple police vehicles here. Good, I've been told I could leave. I'm not being detained.
No, that's true. I just want to advise you. I'm the supervisor. She said yes, Mr. Supervisor. I just want to talk to you.
Okay.
There's, like you said, there is no signage over here.
Yeah. And
I didn't realize there wasn't anything over here that says that. The only signage is on the gate over in that parking lot.
But if I come from that way into here, am I going to see it?
Absolutely. I understand that. That's why, like I said, you're free to leave. We're not, you know.
Okay. Well, she told me to leave in the first place. And then as soon as I said I can't leave because your vehicle's in the way, that's when she asked for ID.
Okay. I understand that.
And at that point, was I being detained if she was asking me for ID?
Well, she's probably looking into what you're doing here and everything. You're sitting over by the pond.
But she even said that it was plugged in, charging. So,
right.
I mean, it doesn't take an Einstein to figure out what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And like literally, I'm always in this airport. I'm always around here. I'm an Uber driver.
Okay.
And like literally, so I sit here and charge so my battery doesn't die.
Okay. I get that. But like I said, I'll speak to them so that there's signage over here as well. Like I said, there's a sign on the gate over there. There's just nothing. Like you said.
Yeah, and if you go online on the app, it doesn't have a time.
In this situation, Jay Kelleher challenged the trespass allegation, pointing out that New York law only considers it a violation if you ignore a warning to leave, which he had not done. He requested a sergeant to confirm he wasn't in violation while using a camera to record the entire area, showing there were no trespassing signs, creating evidence on the spot, and effectively forcing the officers to back down.
How you doing, sir? You're being recorded on body cam. How you doing? Officer Melnick.
Badge number?
330.
Which police department is this?
Jackson Township.
How can I help you?
You're just called in a suspicious vehicle. So just kind of checking out. Make sure everything's okay. That's it.
I'm okay.
You're okay? You doing anything out here? Hanging out?
Do you want to talk to the car? They said the vehicle is suspicious, right? So you want to talk to the car and get some information from the car? No one said I was suspicious, right? Just the car, correct?
You're operating the car.
Yeah, but they said
We're
the
gonna
car.
play this game.
They called about the car. What game?
You're gonna say, do I want to talk to a car?
Did I
That's
break the
called
law?
playing a game.
Suspicious
No, I never said.
Car, not suspicious person.
Okay, you're operating the car.
Am I operating the car?
What?
Am I operating the car?
Yeah, you are.
Am I driving?
You are the operator of this
Am
vehicle.
I
You're
driving?
behind the driver's seat.
Am I driving? I'm parked. I'm parked legally. I'm not doing anything wrong.
I never said you were.
So then I'm not operating. If I'm parked, I'm not operating. It's not
You're in control
operational.
of this vehicle.
I can be in control, but I'm not in control right now. Correct?
You are in control of this
I
vehicle.
can be in
It was
control.
on. You just turned it off.
It was not on.
Yes, it was.
You don't lie, because I can prove it that I wasn't on. So
and
don't
it
lie.
doesn't even have to be on in the standard.
What's your name and badge number?
Kevin Kleinig, Jackson Police. Listen, we're here because we got a call for a suspicious vehicle.
So you can talk to the car. I didn't do anything wrong. Talk to the car. Suspicious car, not suspicious person. How can I help you? How can I help you?
What's your business here today?
I'm not explaining anything. I'm not answering any questions. What do we do from here? How do we proceed from here?
Okay.
Am I doing anything illegal? Did I break the law?
That's why we're coming by, just to make contact with you. We're allowed to stop and talk.
You can stop, but I don't want to talk anymore. Can you guys leave?
All right, just stand by. You doing PI shit or something?
I'm not answering any questions.
Stuff, or?
Not answering any questions, man. Can you guys leave, or is that too much to ask for?
No, it's not too much to ask for, but we got to do a thorough investigation.
All right, well, I'm not going to assist you with any part of your investigation. So.
Okay, listen. Just because we got a call means we have to come follow up with you. Based off of your parked legally, there's nothing else going on. You're good to go, all right? We're going to leave.
Thank you very much.
All right, have a good one.
Jacksontown police acted solely on a report of a suspicious vehicle without any concrete evidence. Lack Audit wisely distinguished between a suspicious vehicle and a suspicious person, remained silent, refused to answer questions, and requested to leave. If you find yourself in a similar situation, stay calm, record everything, clearly ask, am I breaking any laws? And if there's no legal basis, end the interaction so that a lawyer and the courts can handle it later. We provide this video to share information and encourage people to handle encounters safely and lawfully.
Last but certainly not least, we extend our heartfelt thanks to the behind-the-scenes team who spent months making these videos possible. Hundreds of hours going into the research and production of this video. I am deeply grateful to the dedicated team who worked tirelessly behind the scenes.
Do you have any ID on you by chance?
No, California law, I don't have to provide ID unless I'm being legally booked. And I'm not doing
YouTube
nothing
thinks
illegal,
you'll
so
love the
99.
video on screen. Click to watch
I'm on
now.
public property. Whatever the boogeyman or whatever they're afraid of doesn't trump my rights, man. And I'm not going to get my hand out of my pocket, and I'm not going to give you ID because I know that's what you're used to, but that's not.